flashes of memory present. Welcome to channel.
Scary story. My fiance had a dream last night. I believe it was astral projection. I used to live in a house with what I believe was either an extremely evil spirit or even a demon. My parents moved me into this house when I was 4, my brother was 1. When you walked into the house, there was 2 big rooms to your right and left that were open, just a big hole. No door or anything. When you walked past, you'd be in our giant living room, then to the left was the entrance to the hallway. Immediately to the right was my room, a little to the left was the bathroom, and at the end was my brother's room, at least it was meant to be. Immediately after moving in, I had nightmares of things coming in through my window and killing me. 17 years later, I still remember those dreams very vividly. My brother did not last long being in that room at the end of the hall. He was horrified of it. Never got good sleep. Ended up moving his bed into my parents' room, and his bedroom was left to be for our toys, and later, storage. As the years went by, I had more and more nightmares. When I got to middle school, I'd wake up with deep scratches in my arms, and to a shadow man standing at the foot of my bed threatening my life. He never spoke, but I understood what he was saying. Even to my friends I had over as I grew up, they felt the evil, and it got stronger every year. Soon it made its way to the bathroom, where no one was brave enough to even look in the mirror in fear of seeing something they don't want to. As you walked down the hallway, you felt the heaviness of it. As you approached the doorframe of that room, it became stronger. When you actually entered, all of your fight or flight instincts would kick in. You'd feel the pure evil presence that felt like a threat to your life. As a child, I would curse out my parents, cut myself, have panic attacks. At one point, I threw a table at my father as a child, and I do not remember any bit of it. I only know because of my parents. It was regular for us to need someone at the door frame to keep an eye on us, to simply get a toy or Christmas decorations that were kept there as storage. Now to my finance's dream. First, he has never seen this house, as I moved out at 17 and met him at 18. This dream, he woke up multiple times and was still in his dream. First, he described being shown a hallway, almost like a camera in a movie, and at the end he entered a room. He saw me, as a little girl in a blue nightgown which he had never seen, but he was able to describe it perfectly, even my Shirley Temple brown curls which never grew back after being 5 years, and I was screaming at the top of my lungs to the corner of the room, and he said it seemed out of anger and fear. I just kept screaming. Then he was teleported to a room that looked like the bedroom. He described it looked like a playroom but with a table in the center that he was strapped to. The thing, evil spirit, demon, whatever, came in. Without speaking, communicated that he was going to torture him, and me next. My fiancé looked at it in the face. Its facial features were blurred, not visible, and stared him down. This pissed the spirit off, and it left. Fiancé had to conjure a Bible which allowed him to escape. Once he did, he woke up next to me in his dream, again, voices in his head telling him that it was coming for me next. He grabbed my hand as hard as he could and protected me, but it got him again. It appeared again, and told my fiancé it was pissed that it couldn't get to me. Again, staring him down, asserting dominance. A door opened that led to a backyard, also described perfectly at this house. That again, my fiancé has never seen. He described a tree with a sticky note that read pluribus septem in Latin. Yes, he was able to read this in his dream, which scientifically, psychologically is not supposed to happen. He woke up again. This time he was in the center of the living room. He continued to pinch himself, hit himself, smack himself, until finally he woke up in real life, with a gasp so loud it woke me up. It was 6:30 a.m. He told me about the dream. After research, pluribus septem are real Latin words. No, He does not know Latin, but these words were tattooed in his head after waking. It means something along the lines of multiple pathways or multiple walls. We are not sure. I am convinced that it is still attached to me. It knows where I am. It knew when I moved 3 states away, as it visited me in my own dream and I was back in that house having to escape its grasp. I could read, write, and feel my own punches on myself physically in my dream after escaping from him again. He has retaliated multiple times. Possessing me before officially moving a town away to almost hurt my parents, visiting me in my dream in the new house, visiting in my dream in my first apartment with my now fiance, and once again visiting in our second apartment 1,000 miles away. He is angry I'm no longer close enough for him to physically hurt me. I think a part of him is still with me, and I'm furiously angry he has now gone after my partner. I hate him. He ruined my childhood. He's given me trauma I can never vent to a therapist about.
Thanks for listening to this story to the end. Every Wednesday and Sunday Flashes of Memory publishes a new story.